Now this woman, she was already saying something crazy to me when I walked past her earlier. So I don't know what the fuck she gonna say to me now because I'm just walking. Ooh, very humid out here. Humid is right, my goodness. Sorry guys, well, I've been having some problems with this run keeper.
If I had hands, I'd high five you.
Now see, that's supposed to be on my earbuds, not out loud like that. Okay, let's try it now and see. Oh, beautiful picture. Oh, and I didn't get rid of the one from yesterday. I should delete that one. That'll create some problems later on if I don't. Better. Okay, guys. Let's get to walking. It's Thursday. And that's a good thing. That means tomorrow's Friday. So the hard part is over. So today, I don't know what we're going to talk about today. Maybe, let's see. It's still a little overcast looking, kind of a funky, looks like it wants to rain kind of a look today. But it's probably gonna do the same thing that it did yesterday and the day before that and the day before that, which is the sun comes out a little bit later. After it burns off all of this haze, looks like a haze kind of a thing. You know what, you guys? I haven't seen our landscaping folks. Nobody's cut the grass. Well, we saw one guy yesterday. Yeah, yesterday we saw a guy over there near Plummer. But we haven't seen the grass cutting folks, the guys on their little lawnmowers riding around cutting the grass. I haven't seen them, and today is Thursday. So I guess they're not going to cut the grass this week, which is odd because they've been cutting it every single week since I moved here, but I haven't seen them. I know they haven't cut my side because I would know. I usually like to, I mean, it's noisy, but I actually leave my windows open so that I can hear, so that I can smell the grass. So I have to endure the sound of the lawnmowers, but my whole apartment smells like fresh cut grass. So That's what I like. Oh, I gotta check my phone again. God darn it. Hold on, let me just look here and make sure. And make sure that my Bluetooth is on too. Okay, I'm all set there. Okay. All right, I guess we're good. We're good. I don't want the run keeper to stop. What it's been doing is it hasn't been, I should say what it hasn't been doing. It has not been completing my walk. You know, it gives me like 0.5 or yesterday I think it was 0.6 something. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've walked at least a mile. So, I don't know what's been going on there. And yesterday I actually tested it, checked on it halfway through. And I saw it was still recording, so I don't know why it stopped. Now I can hear him talking, barely. There he goes. Not very loud. I don't know if I'm going up or down. Ah. All right. I guess I'm gonna have to. Oh, this is irritating. I got walking and talking I need to do. I don't have time for this phone. Okay. So what did I say? I said nobody had cut the grass, which probably means they haven't done some other stuff too. But you know, I did notice, what day was that? It was either Monday or Tuesday. But the little, there's a little guy, a little cart, a man that rides around in the cart. You guys remember that time they were trying to clean up this tree? And what they did was they used the little cart. They tied the tree limb to a string or a rope, and then they tied the rope to the little cart. And the man was trying to drive the little cart and, you know, pull the tree limb at the same time. And it just looked so funny because I guess the man had told him, you know, do it a little bit harder. So what he did was he tried to give it some gas. He tried to floor it or whatever. And you could see the little back wheels spin, and then the whole thing just kind of tumbled over the cart. It like went forward and then went back. So it's like if you were to slip on a banana peel. That's the way the cart went. It flipped over on itself. So that was funny. I didn't get to catch that on film. That would have been nice. But I don't know. It seemed like it would have been kind of rude for me to do that, just stand there and record them while they fucked up that job. But eventually the tree, you know, the branch, they finally got it off. That's when it was like real windy. So thank goodness, thank goodness that they got that taken care of. Because it was, it was hanging over into the, the walkway. And so they couldn't have like this big long tree limb or stick or whatever you want to call it. They couldn't have it. They couldn't have it breaking up the good morning. I'm sorry. That was a little bit confusing for me. That little whole section, me coming around the corner. And it didn't help for that guy to blow his car horn. because I was already trying to figure out what the little old man was doing. Anyway, so that was that. But I usually see the guys, you know, working on, you know, the edges of the, well, the perimeter of the base. You know, they try to make it look as, well, I want to say nice, but they try to make it look as manicured. Good morning.
Good morning.
As manicured as possible, so it looks nice. They just like it to look nice, and that's one thing I do appreciate about living here, because I like for things to look nice. And sorry guys, I'm clicking. I'm trying to breathe. I'm excited about talking about this stuff. But yeah, so they keep the base looking really good. That's cool. So I guess I'm a little late getting started today. Maybe. I haven't seen my bus. Is it time for the bus yet? Let's see. It's a little after 7. Nope, here it comes right now. Oh boy. So, let me get on the other side. Oh man. So, now we're about to see all these people. They get off right here, and they pretty much go where they need to go, and all of that. So yeah. So I just waved at her. I don't know that woman, but I always see her every time I'm walking up this way. If, you know, I get out here at the right time, I always see her. And she seems like a sweet lady. She waves at me. She doesn't have to, but I guess she is if she brings that. She doesn't stop up there at the bus stop. She brings them all the way down here, which makes sense. Absolutely makes sense. I'm curious though, what if she gets somebody who wants to get off at that stop up there? Does she still bring him down the hill? And why does she bring him down the hill? It's easy to walk down the hill, and he's on the skateboard. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm stopping because, well, I'm stopping because I'm tired. I did yesterday when I took my garbage out. I decided, because when you come in from the basement, there are two options. You can come in and you can go straight to the elevator, or when you first come in, you can go, good morning, go right next to the elevator is the stairs. So yesterday I decided, after I dropped off the garbage, that I was going to take the stairs. And I made it I made it up to the first floor. I did okay. I really should start taking the stairs more frequently, but I don't really get that much of an opportunity. I would have to go out of my way to get to the stairs, and then I'd have to have a place to go. I wouldn't just I wouldn't just go get on the stairs. Sorry. That's not something I would do. I guess I should. Wow, last night I'm sleeping. And I don't know, my heart just started beating real fast, like I was startled or something. And it was beating so fast it scared me. So I immediately sat up, like, like that was gonna calm my heart down, but that was really weird. And I was feeling my chest, and I'm like, wow, what was that? So I got my cardio at about 3. I got some cardio exercise in about 3:30 this morning, because my heart was just pounding away. Okay, top of the hill. Well, top of this hill. We're gonna go back. I was telling you guys yesterday, I meant to say it yesterday and I didn't say it because I was in the middle of talking about something else. I usually am. But yesterday we saw this this public transportation bus. Remember I told you guys those were the new buses? Well, these new buses, supposedly, what in the world? Sorry, I heard a weird sound. I got scared, but I have to remember there's a fence between me and whatever I heard, so it should be okay. Unless it's a snake. In that case, I'm just gonna keep going. But these buses supposedly are clean air buses. And so it's supposed to be better for the environment. Because back in the 60s and 70s, they didn't care nothing about that kind of stuff. We didn't have, like, in the 60s and 70s, you didn't have to have a smog certification for your vehicle. But all of that stuff came up in the 70s or the late 70s, where, we were just living in pollution. We were living in air pollution, like, big time. It was crazy. But, of course, something had to happen for the medical, or I guess it'd be the medical or the science areas would start connecting illnesses and deaths to air pollution. People breathing in all this crap in their lungs and things like that, having bronchitis and emphysema and all those kinds of things, that they were connected to air pollution. The smog, all of that stuff that's emitted from our vehicles and industry, and industry probably pollutes it more than the vehicles, but I don't know if anybody's regulating the industries, but as far as the vehicles, we do have to do these smog certifications and all that stuff, and which is another reason that I'm glad I don't have a car, because my car, all of the cars that I've ever had, never, ever passed a smog certification. There was always some major work that needed to be done to the car. You had to get a catalytic converter, or you needed this thing, or you needed that thing. All of these different things to make your vehicle burn clean. And that's the only way that you were able to, drive your vehicle. You had to pass a smog certification. And then I remember maybe the late 70s, early 80s, somewhere in there, where you used to get these guys who would pass your car anyway, whether it's certified or not, or whether it burned clean or not, they would pass you. But you had to pay for that. You couldn't just, you had to pay for him to lie, basically. So they put a hold on that shit too, because what they did was the smog certification was only for certain people. You had to have a certain kind of equipment. All of this stuff was then connected to the Department of Motor Vehicles. So you couldn't just be a smog certified guy, like, hey, I'll do your smog. If you don't pass, I'll make you pass anyway. That kind of thing. There was no more of that, because now, in order for you to do it or be able to do it, you had to be certified with the DMV. You had to use their equipment, their programs, their all DMV stuff, and all of this was then connected to the DMV. So when you were doing your smog certification, you had to, it was automatically going to the DMV. The DMV knew whether or not you passed your smog certificate or not. And with that, if you didn't pass, you didn't pass. You couldn't tell the guy, hook me up, because no, they couldn't do that no more. The DMV knows all about it. So even if you did pay him the extra money to pass, he would still, you would still not be passing. The DMV would know it. So that's that. Now this woman, she was already saying something crazy to me when I walked past her earlier. So I don't know what the fuck she gonna say to me now, because I'm just walking. But anyway, so basically, that's kind of like it. That's pretty much everything that goes on with the DMV. Another thing with that is that they definitely wanted to, with the smog certification, you had to be like a certain percentage, you had to be over in order to be considered passing. My car, like I said, would never pass. That was a problem for me, because all my cars were always old. Like my last car was 1980 something. Dang, it's been so long. Anyway, it was a nice car while it lasted, but for the most part, that car cost me a lot of money. I don't know, in the comments below, let me know about your cars, and what are the Department of Motor Vehicle laws and things regarding smog certifications and catalytic converters or whatever. So, all right, we're gonna get up here and we're gonna stop right by this tree. This is my beautiful tree. Well, so much for me not being able to find something to talk about. Seems like I was talking the daylights out of it then. Now, those are the pretty trees that I told you guys about. And I still didn't look up to see what these trees are. The leaves, like maple or oak. I think I said that already the last time we walked over this way. So yeah, I didn't want to say anything bad about that woman. Um, but she sure was lurking around me. Not sure what that's all about. I guess I'm looking like a snack to her, huh? Or whatever. I don't know. But you know what they say when you look like a snack. But I want to look like a snack to a man, not a little short Korean lady. I'm not interested. Crazy bitch. Sorry. Just the way she was looking at me like I wasn't supposed to be here or something. Made me have to get a better grip on my stick. Not that I would have hit her with it, but I certainly would have defended myself. I'm gonna wait for this guy. I'm waiting. So yeah, basically, I wanted to see her come by so I could provoke her. You know how you provoke somebody, make them do something to you so you can do something back to them and be justified in doing it. Well, we won't start no trouble today, okay? We're gonna be a good girl because I got on these bright ass shoes. All right, let me show you guys. See? I don't know if you can see this because y'all know about this damn camera of mine. But see how bright my shoes are? And I'm wearing black. So I'm standing out like a sore thumb. I wonder why people say that. Like a sore thumb. Stand out like a sore thumb. Or stick out like a sore thumb. I've never seen a sore thumb, but I have seen, like, you know, movies where somebody hurt their thumb and they got it all patched up, like a big fat wad of gauze or whatever. And yeah, so I've seen it. Dang, guys, we did that walk good. I should make the creepy Korean lady follow me around more often. I was trying to get away from her ass. Oh, I guess I was, because, man, yeah. So that'll be my testimony today. If you ever find yourself too tired to finish your walk, look for a crazy short Korean lady and let her follow you around. That'll hurry your ass up. Because you don't know, once you get past her, you don't know what's going to happen because she's behind you now. So you got to step up your game. All right, you guys, that is it for today's video. And tomorrow's Friday, so God willing, we get up and we do the walk again tomorrow. All right, guys, bye.